What's going on YouTube? Mike and Ginger from That's a Good Idea, and in today's musician vlog we're going to cover songwriting and recording, how to turn a riff into a full song. If you haven't checked out last week's musician vlog, we covered Stevie T featuring our dear friend Emmanuel Aguilar, and at the end of that video I introduced just a small handful of real simple riffs. We're going to take those ideas and turn them into a full song in today's musician vlog, and that's going to start in just a moment. So a lot of times when I think about a riff, we're thinking about noodling or chugging off a low string or whatever, but this time around I really was just simply playing a chord progression, E, D, and A. Super boring, not something we're really going to be able to use for a song. But started just messing around with drum beats. YouTubed different types of drum beats. I'm looking up like groove, jazz, funk. Finally stumbled across a surf video, and all of a sudden it came out to as we went along with that, I knew that was going to be the basis for this main riff, and we've got to add some tails to it. Obviously don't want to end every time with. I saw this chord and thought to myself, this is a D with an F sharp. I've already been using the D, so let's add in an F sharp. So and there wasn't really enough there, so we've got to add another chord. Alright, I've got a riff now. It's got two different tails. The drum beat that I was using had basically 6 lines. I didn't want to go this tail, we need to add one more. Didn't really know what to do. Ginger said, if you're already using this chord and this chord, why don't you go ahead and move it up a string? So now we've got we pretty much get a verse, and we're moving on to the next part.
So pretty much Mike brought that riff and a couple other riffs over, and pretty much what we do is like he'll lay down a scratch track to either a drum track I make, or this time he brought like a surf track, so everything's kind of easier, so we just put that in, and he recorded over it. And now I'm going to go back and make a track with Easy Drummer. After I've got drums for each part, I'll take that opportunity to kind of arrange the song, and then afterwards we'll go back and re-record everything from scratch with the new song structure. So right now I'm doing the verse, and the riff he brought me has got a set of, instead of going like 2 times or 4 times, it goes 3 times. And so on the third one I'm going to try to do one of our really silly, stupid EDM dance beat. I can just hear this with like a bunch of bass and 808 hits under it. And leaving the verse, obviously we have to have a fill. That is a real club banger.
Now this is where user experience may vary. We're obviously working with drum programming, Easy Drummer. If you've got a live drummer, I mean, that's going to be kind of, this part of the video is going to be their job, coming up with different beats for each riff. But what's really neat with this is Ginger's got a great ear for kind of picking out different rhythms, when to go full-time, half-time, different things that I might not pick up on, or sometimes when he describes them I cringe and I listen to it and it turns out awesome. Alright, and here's another really important part of putting together a song, especially if you're starting with just 1 or 2 riffs. Don't be afraid to let accidents happen. So as I was recording the riffs, apparently one thing that happened was I thought I was going to play this through exactly 3 times. Apparently I played it through twice and then played a tail of a different riff. Ginger was sitting here putting drums to it and said, wait, this doesn't go here. What do you want me to do with it? So I accidentally moved it back on top of itself and we got this. Chaka chaka solo. All right, so we've got a full rhythm track. A lot of it's still been cut and pasted, so it'll need to be re-recorded. But for now, we've got full-on rhythm, full-on drums, and now we're going to add some lead guitars and some bass to it, and then we'll have a finished demo that we can go back and re-record in its entirety, and we'll have a finished product at that point.